I guess since we already here, let's check out the lore. Now we got the pizza party, so we should have all these chat logs unlocked.
Orders is sorry. Happy to report that all my good jokes are gone.
Hey, I took your advice about Eleanor. How'd it go? Took advice? You feeling alright? Damn, add some sting, be right back. How'd it go? Better than I thought it would. Turns out it was a good idea actually, so thanks. Anytime. That's what friends are for. Maybe you should listen to me more often. I don't know how much you like that. I guess that was neutral. See what Salem's gotta say. The indifference, what it is or what it wants. You and Letty both do that. You know, you forget to say hello. Most people would start with hello. I think the great indifference is trying to get between us somehow. Okay, what you mean? Don't laugh. I can feel it deep down in my bone marrow. The thing that was Rusalka would love to see us tearing each other to pieces. I don't know why, I just know. Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe that's what happened with the Entrati family. They've been living right to the top of his lab for years without knowing it. When the kid found them, they were estranged, wallowing in spite. She might like that. She might want to know that. She says, what? I seen it in your head. Albrecht and Lloyd, mother and father, you and your parents, Rusalka and Victor, for all we know, and 6 of us, of course. What this thing does is cold. I think you're right. On the Zerman, the parents were the first to lose their minds. Maybe Holdfast held out as long as they did because none of them had any children. I don't like to presume I understand things that are basically gods. To think trying to understand emotions is just doing a bad job playing with its toys. Admirable theory, but we know that, do we? If you're right, then it's blameless, childlike almost. That doesn't fit what we know. It's malevolent. See what Bolt's gotta say. I was sitting here thinking to myself, self, you sexy, amazing, super smart, awesome, world saving badass. I totally space cadet and forgot to follow up about Duviri. I know I haven't really told you anything about how I got here or my past or whatever, but I realized I don't know anything about what you got here, not really doing anything past. LOL, alternate dimension loopy powers. Can you know it, narrow it down? I have a lot of history. It's not something I like talking about. The weary sounds wild. Separate dimensions looping over and over and over again. Like a level in the video game with a cheat code for endless lives. I'm sure you're gonna tell me it sounds awesome. It was just like that actually. He's gonna like that shit. It's gonna go wild. Yeah, except when I accidentally keep throwing the Super Bruno brothers down a hole. Hey, they got it wrong. Down a hole, they don't feel pain. Like Bruno and Vito don't actually die and don't actually come back to life and have to do it again. Bruno and Vito. That's horrifying. And I'm so sorry. How could you even cope? A lot like you. At first, actually, nightmares, too much emotion. I just went numb eventually. Now I feel like a shitheel for bitching about my problems. Guess so. But yeah, I guess we do have something in common. Next time I have one of these nightmares, mind if I come yell, pull it into Hug Harbor? I feel like we both need one. Anytime. One thing I really admire about you is your unwavering commitment to building a better world. Where does that come from? Oh wow, thank you for saying that. There's no big refining moment that determined my life path or anything. As far as I can tell, I inherited it from my parents. They were practical people but dreamers too. I mean, you don't build rockets to explore space if you're not a dreamer. Shit, your parents built rockets? One hell of a family business. It's not a common family legacy. Did they ever talk about inspired them? Tell me more about your parents. Well, dad did. Mom knew how to. Dad was aerospace engineer. Mom taught space systems design at university where they met as students. Well, your house was one part think tank, one part launch pad. Shit, I must have been fascinated to talk to you. They sound like they were brilliant. Must have been incredible to grow up like that. Suppose so. But most of our conversations were like, hey sweetie, and hi, as we passed each other in the kitchen. They'd grab something to eat and head back to their office to work late. They were busy. As long as I wasn't getting into trouble, they didn't worry much about me. And despite all the fire I had inside, I was really good at saying, out of trouble. I get that. My parents were always busy too, running the Zariman. Ship was full-time effort for everyone. Still, we always made time to sit down for meals together at least. That makes sense. When work pulls you in that hard, there's not much time left over, but I bet they thought about it constantly. Can't say I blame them. I know firsthand that space travel doesn't leave much room for downtime. Sounds like you made their lives easier keeping your head down. Complimentary? I guess I just go with this. I bet they thought about you. But work really pulls you hard. Maybe. Wonder how she actually feels. Actually, yeah, I think that's true. I knew she liked that. I get why my parents were focused on their work. In their own way, it was how they showed love. They wanted to provide for me and build technology that could help humanity have a better future. Looking back, it's kind of beautiful. Maybe so, but it still doesn't sit right with me that their daughter didn't get more time with them. We only have so much time in this life, you know. Should spend as much time as we can with the people we love. Beautiful, sure, but practical too. They were doing something that mattered, and you didn't get much more important than that. It's a powerful kind of love, even if it's not the kind that sits around the dinner table. If I ever see him again, I'll make sure to make up for lost time. I know they will too. Fair enough. Just don't waste time feeling bad about it now. They made their choices and you made yours. Looks like you're doing fine with what they gave you. You know that drive of yours makes the world better, deeper than you give yourself credit for. You should take more pride in it. I hope you get that chance. You got a heart full of hope and strength. I think they'd be proud of who you become. That means a lot to me. I hope so too. Getting a lot of gold. You got their brains and drive, but you made it your own. That's what counts. Sounds to me like you've grown into the kind of loving, attentive person you needed when you were younger. That's something worth being proud of. You've taken everything they give you and built on it, not just with dreams and drive, but compassion too. That's not easy to do. I never thought about it like that before. That's a really lovely way to see it. Thank you. I just call it like I sees it. Fuck hell. You deserve to hear it. I'm calling in that favor you owe me, and you're paying up right now. Oh shit, what this fool want? Worst thing that we done in your life? I wanna sit you down right now in writing and tell me a story, the thing that make you fucking hate you. And you are gonna make this good, no coward shit. Give me a raw deal. Because you owe me and I made good. So now you make good, see me? Oh fuck, this guy's crazy. Why do you wanna hate me? Trying to get me to blackmail me or something? Yeah, what the fuck? What in the name of the void is wrong with you? Why? I'm out. This conversation ends. I don't care. is not what this is about. Yeah, I guess why you wanna hate me? Either you're lying to me or to yourself, which is it? So this is really just about petty blackmail? I'm disappointed. Yeah, well, I don't get it. I don't know why you want to hate me, but it's clear that you do. So fine, let's go. You want to know about the most absolute wrong thing I've ever done in my life? The most reprehensible and unforgivable thing? The thing that keeps me up at night, makes me stare at the ceiling and wonder if I didn't deserve all those executions in Duviri. And if that wasn't some part of my mind punishing me over and over again for what I'd done, here it is. I stood by and watched my friends kill my parents. I locked my parents up in a makeshift prison and waited for them to die. I killed my parents. What? When I was on board as airman and the Indifference arrived, it decided it wanted to perform a little experiment. Could you really do the unthinkable? Make parents want to murder their own children? And what would happen if you then armed the children with void powers? Would the children kill their parents in self-defense, or would they let nature take its course? Would they rather rely on others to do the deed? Or would they just let their parents rip them to pieces, like the blood-crazed creatures they'd been reduced to? Sometimes I wonder what kind of monster a person has to be kill their own parents, to look at their own faces, twisted in anger and monstrous hunger, and to end their lives. The fuck? But then I wonder, remember all the kids who couldn't do it and left their parents smoldering in cages for however long it was until they got rescued, watching them tear themselves to pieces like feral mad animals. I don't know which is worse. I don't know if I regret killing them quickly and not trying to save them, or letting someone else do the deed for me. Some things, sometimes I think I do. But that's the thing about life, isn't it? You make choices, you're always left wondering if you made the right ones. I do know this much. There's no world in which they survived the indifference. But there's one thing I did, two if you want to be exact. And in those two worlds, we can still make a difference for people. We can still help them. That's why I dedicate my life to doing exactly what you're afraid to do, Quincy. I let people in when you shut them out. Because this connection shit, this is what the indifference is trying to murder people from the world. This is what it took from me that day, and this is what I will fight to keep alive, one idiot at a time if I have to. I'd kick you in the balls to top it off. Ha 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 ha. We are not done here. Man, what the fuck you want? I suppose there is one thing good about being phantasmas trapped in eternity at the edge of Michclan, besides it keeping us from madness. What's that? Mis pequeñitos, my rats. They won't ever die now, will they? They will live forever with me, even if they have an accident or the gratamanta gets them come New Year's, like nothing happened, no? Yep, I never thought about that. The loop extends to your pets too. And I don't think animals care in the same way people do, meaning it don't bother them. See, it means I'm always back to training Anita not to eat things she shouldn't. And Black Luck will never stop biting. But it means that if I lose them, they will be back soon. It is nice to know that I will always have company. I suspect you prefer pets to people. I guess that confirms it. Ha ha ha. Lo siento, lo siento. It's just that people have never been constant in my life. Animals have. Yeah, I think I'm starting to figure out why. Yeah. Why do you think that is? Good question. My head is no mystery to me. I know why. Do you? You know, for someone who makes fun of Amir so much, you really like to play games. I didn't realize this is a fucking test. Shit. Lo siento, I couldn't resist. I don't get close to people often. Wanted to see what you thought. Did it come off bitchy though? Nah, keep pets because they are pure love, pure affection, nothing messy, nothing complicated, no lies, no betrayal, no secrets. Nothing wrong with wanting to come home after a long day and be greeted by creatures that just wants scratches and treats and love, and knowing that when you love them, they will love you back no matter what. No worries and about whether they hurt you, or if they are good enough, or they are too tired or sore to deal with their shit. Yeah, last thing I need when I get home after a long day is being told why I let someone else down. Yeah, I definitely know how that feels. That's why I love having my pets around. I mean, I definitely wouldn't say no to scratches and treats and love. Shit, is that out there? I guess let's go over that. Let's see what the fuck happens. Hahaha, me neither. Cuidadito, or else I will think you are asking me to spend the night with you. What? What? What if? I wanted it to be more than a night. Damn. Or actually, yikes. Sorry, I was just playing around. Shit. She likes rats, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, en serio? Before you tell me I'm stupid or whatever, or that I can't handle you, just wait and let me talk. You're drop dead gorgeous, you're fiercely intelligent, and you could kick my ass. What the fuck? But that's not the only reasons you become so important to me. Deep down, beneath all the layers of armor you built yourself over yourself, is one of the kindest, more compassionate people I met. But that's not all. You're unstoppable, unbreakable, unflinching. Nothing seems like slow you down. You're one of the toughest people I've ever met. Let's stop to consider how damn gorgeous you are, and how you absolutely could break me like a twig if you wanted to. You're made of iron, and I know no matter what they throw at you, Entradi, Man of the Wall, Victor, and Scaldra, it doesn't matter. They don't stand a chance. Point is, I care about you a lot, lady. More than just a friend. And I understand if it isn't mutual, but shut up. Aguántame tantito. She says to wait. How long I gotta wait? I need a second to think and breathe. Can't process when I'm tearing up. The fuck? She's crying. And I don't do compliments. Solicito. Never talk. Take them too well. Talk tomorrow. Sort this shit out then. Lo siento. But it's gold. So. Sugar? What the fuck? Funny thing you should ask about that. I was going to wonderfully tell you you arrived into our lives. Ready to just bugger everything up. Last I checked, I was here saving people. We don't need saving. I might just keep calling him out. I've been calling him out on we, so I'm just keep doing that shit. Like, the fuck you mean about we? Shh. Not what we're here for. We have one question. Not every princess in the castle wants to be saved from their dragon, isn't that right? Though some of us are a dragon, aren't we? Did you know some cultures only have one word for demon and dragon? Funny that. A bit deliciously simple, if a bit reductive. Who are you playing in our story, sugar? What the fuck? The hero. Oh goody, a hero. Sleep. But hero, beware, this one belongs to us. They are not yours. Stay away from them. Oh, it's like his alter ego. That's why he talks about we. What are you talking about? Silly little hero, you'll learn. Learn soon enough. We have faith. This is sugar. Ta-ta for now. Alright. Now we got the two new ones. Call trial 5115. Height. Can everyone time travel or just you? Good day to you. Listen, kid, it's not that simple. What up, Kaya? How's your day? Fine. So just you, or are there others? Time travel taught in schools in the future? It's just me. As for teaching in schools, if it wasn't that I studied it, but it might have been, and want some homework, time travel is probably too advanced for now. You serious? Maybe a mirror. He probably plays games with time travel plots. Don't think so, kid. But if you want to learn something useful, ask Letty for a 101 on healing. Yeah, I think she'd get along with the mirror. Letty? Man, the fuck? Games? I just need answers. A direction, anything. I figure it out. If you think of anything helpful, find me. Ha! That's great. What's happened to her? I need answers. Real answers, and none of this is hard to explain bullshit.
There's a buzz in fortune. Something's changing. Something's growing. And the below the best. And that something is
This a group chat. No reason to be like that. Start with the hi, how are you? Sorry, pal, and M's got target in sight. It's all about the go, 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 and I don't need you undercutting me. I'm not. Right. Like you were undercutting me in Yalsk. Yalsko? Fuck. Minerva and Velimir, I suppose. Yeah, let's just play it cool. Yeah, that was probably that easy one, I guess, huh? Mom intoxicated over here's Minerva. Velimir, what's the point of using this acid if you just, damn it. Be reasonable. Process of elimination. How many of us freaks can there reasonably be on the system? I get the feeling there are going to end up just being more and more as time goes on. Can you two sort out whatever is happening and then come talk to me? Yeah, I don't know. You'll be waiting a long time then, pal. Here's the short of it. M has questions. She wants answers. She wants you to answer them. That good? Good cop, bad cop, game plan more? Soul above, I'm gonna scream. Why do I get the feeling I'm being interrogated? I'd rather you didn't try to game the conversation with me. What are your questions about? I'll help if I can. Cooperation noted, Drifter, if that's your real name. I don't think we get to judge Velimir. Drifter, one simple question answered, and we'll be on our way. Fine. What has happened to Major Nelsie Rusalka? I don't know. It's complicated. Complicated. Oh, here we go. Drifter, you and I will continue this tomorrow. Velimir, you, me a word offline. Damn, I wonder what's gonna go down there.